All right, so that's the heads up. Let's get this gun meme review. The MP7 saved Trump. Good grief. Video reaction going. Nope. I forgot to bring it live before it started, so. Which, for those of you that didn't know, yeah, there's been another assassination attempt. People keep saying it's the third, but they keep forgetting about that fourth one where someone was actually stopped before he got in. It was at some event. It was at some event stadium where they caught him outside, and his car was like full of explosives. Am I the only person that remembers that? I wasn't even close. I'm gonna assume I'm the only person that remembers that one. All right. Was an MP7 at the latest assassination attempt, actually? I saw a clear video. A lot of people are like, why were Secret Service just, well, I read the title, but it's like, I didn't actually see an MP7 in any of the clips, but maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. I did see a clearer clip where they're actually, where the Secret Service who are jumping out of the way are actually firing on the guy, and I matched it up with the fuzzy one that's the first one we saw, and yeah, that looks like what was actually going on. So, not as ineffective as the Pennsylvania one, but you know. Alright. You guys should have audio already. It should be balanced the way it should be. Man, my tracking's not having a good time tonight, and I don't know what's wrong, because my lights are on. Anyways, so yeah, Brandon Herrera, the MP7 chain saved Trump gun meme review.
Oh. Good.
Why does it look like he's in one of those fancy chairs at one of those 99-cent hotels? Oh, right. Thank you. That time I did forget. What just happened?
Oh. Good morning. How do you want to kick this off?
Give the audience the clap.
Give the audience the clap. Oh, right. Gun meme review. What is up, you sexy YouTube mother lovers? It's been quite a while since we've actually done an episode of Gun Meme Review. I had some stuff going on, but now we're back for another episode of Gun Meme Review, and no, I'm not just here at a Hampton Inn for... Are we at a Hampton? Where the fuck are we? I'm not here at a Hampton Inn for my own health. Yeah, no, we're currently in Monahans, Texas, on our way to Alpine this afternoon, but while we had a little bit of free time and an empty pool area, figured we'd give you some of those good, sweet gun memes, because you've been a good boy. Apologies for the road noise, by the way, but it was either this or the hotel cuck chair. So somebody tried to kill the president. Again.
Shots were fired at the White House Correspondents' Dinner here in Washington earlier this evening. The U.S. President, the First Lady, as you see here, rushed from the stage of the main ballroom as gunshots rang out from just outside the room.
Making that, I think, the third attempt we've covered on the channel in like 2 years.
Exchanged gunfire with law enforcement officers before he was subdued.
Can we, stop doing that?
Please.
Yeah, so some twink from California decided to take a couple pop shots at the president at the
He is not good enough looking for me to call him a twink. No.
White House Press Correspondents' Dinner. It's really funny because I could just show you a photo of the family, and you know exactly which one it was. Like, even if you didn't know already, I could just show you the picture, and you probably have a sense for which one looks like he's unhinged enough to take a shot at the president. But for gun guys, that wasn't the star of the show. I mean, how could it have been? He had a Maverick 88 and like a Rock Island 1911. I can tell a PSA daily deal shopper when I see one. Nah, for gun guys, it was the very drippy MP7s that got rolled out by Secret Service. Most of the gun
So they
community,
are.
when they saw that one agent pull out an MP7 from his pack last night, not gonna lie, yeah, I was one of them. The latest Trump incident is all a psyop to boost his ratings. The latest Trump incident was a marketing stunt by HK to boost SB7 demand. They didn't need any help boosting demand for that. I'm pretty sure everybody's salivating
I want so bad. I do not have the money.
over those already. HK actually giving us a civilian legal MP7? Really? All that just for an HK ad campaign? Well, and a ballroom. It's complicated. Corporate needs you to find a difference between this picture and this picture.
Oh,
They're
oh
the
my
same thing.
gosh.
Right,
I've
look,
seen
the
that other
MP7
picture.
is super drippy. It's, you know, very high speed, low drag. I know why Secret Service is using it now. But that original picture there on the left of one of the Secret Service agents, I think that was after the attempted Reagan assassination. It goes hard as fuck. A Secret Service agent in a suit with a fucking Uzi. We're reaching levels of drip that shouldn't even be possible. Also, that's wild. I just now thought about that. That was also at, I think, the Capitol Hill Hilton, or the DC Hilton, wherever they hold the White House press corps.
Oh my gosh, I think he's right. Can we stop? Good grief.
Correspondence dinner. The same venue somebody just tried to kill Trump at was the same venue that John Hinckley tried to shoot Reagan, or well, did shoot Reagan. Actually, no, I did know that. I did know that because I saw a fucking headline, I think it was from TMZ, saying that
Really?
John Hinckley came forward saying that that venue was not safe for presidents. Which, I mean, yeah, you're one of two reasons, but yeah. Look, I mean, if Jodie Foster isn't impressed by now, I don't know what to tell her. While we're still on the topic of MP7s. Virginians seeing HK as making a civilian MP7. Oh, we were right there, man. Yeah, as mentioned before, you know, the Democratic legislature in Virginia is really fucking over gun owners in that state. Feel bad for you guys. And I especially feel bad that you're gonna have to watch other people in freer states, like fucking Squidward looking out the window at SpongeBob playing in the yard. Because we'll have...
I would like to point out that this is the last time Virginia pulled this crap. We got West Virginia. Just saying.
have MP7s, so best of luck unfucking your legislature. Maybe one day you can have them too.
Real quick, it's time to talk about Leering. Not the Leering Center, Lear Capital. Although the Leering Center might have some vacancies now. Lear Capital unironically has the opportunity to do the funniest fucking thing.
Oh,
But
please.
real are a great wealth protector. They're never worth
Please.
nothing, and practically they're used in a lot more than you'd think. As for
Oh,
tech
I'm begging you to
friends,
do this.
Gold and silver are not just fun to look at. And the folks I've talked to at Lear are still predicting $6,000 gold and $200 silver. And as I've stated before, with runaway government spending and inflation
He's right. That'd be
being what it is,
hilarious.
gold and silver might be a better bet than the questionable shitcoin that is currently called the US dollar. The government needs to learn you can't.
I
print
need to
your
go
way
on
out of a
another
hole.
finance rant
I'm getting
about
sidetracked.
that.
If only we had calls, then we would try to do something about this. But anyhow, Lear Capital is a great resource if you're looking to learn more about investing in precious metals. It's not too late to invest, and you can get free information from them over at Lear Capital. You can call them at 800-855-7272 or go to learbrandon.com. That will be in the description and the pinned comment as well, and you can also get up to $2,000 in free precious metals with a qualified purchase. Thank you to Lear Capital, and we do once again want to thank the Sonoran Desert Institute, or SDI.edu. If you have ever wanted to get your start in gunsmithing and weapons technology and you really don't know where to look no further. Consider checking them out using the links in the description and the pinned comment. That's SDI.edu. So, back to the pool.
PDWs? Yeah, my Flux Raider is the best subgun ever. Fits perfectly in my Milsurp Ruck for discreet trips to the grocery store. Me. Look, I don't have anything against the Flux Raider, all right? I still don't have one for some reason. I need to get one. I think they're...
Doesn't the Flux Raider have the 320 as its base? There are other form factors that match that aren't 320 base. I gotta double check this. It's based on the P320. Why would you want a Flux Raider anymore? There's other things with that form factor that you could get instead.
Kind of cool. That being said, I don't know about a. Well, I guess it is a PDW. I guess I would factor it in as more of like a machine pistol. I guess that's only if you full autoed it, but I mean, of course, that's the first fucking thing I would do. Yeah, it ain't got shit on the MP7. Sorry. Flux Raider's got a nice personality, but the MP7's the prom queen. And judging by the look of the way that the Secret Service guy has his kitted out, just like the prom queen, he bolted on some really hot shit. But of course, the same thing that happens every.
He's got a full peck on that thing, which is the correct thing to do. That gives you a laser, an infrared laser for night vision, and a flashlight. PEC, plus the raised red dot. At the range in which you're using this thing, height over bore is a bit of a non-issue. Of course, the stock, because it's a real submachine gun. Folding grip is built in. No silencer. I mean, yeah, that makes it bigger, but indoor environment, at least one of the stubby ones that just like aren't full quiet but are a little bit better, wouldn't be terrible.
Just like the prom queen, he bolted on some really hot shit. But of course, the same thing that happens every time one of theirs go crazy, the anti-gun crowd went fucking apeshit immediately. This assassination attempt is why we need common sense TM gun safety reform. He bought his guns in California, 10-day waits, background checks, no assault weapons, 10-round mags, and all the stuff you want already.
Yeah.
Loading. It was a false flag.
Yeah.
I also love that in this meme, the anti-gun group shirt is wine mommies in heat. I think I'm still blocked by the leader of Moms Demand Action on Twitter. Which, for the record, again, is an anti-gun group and not a MILF dating site. Which, if you've ever looked at pictures of that group, it's not MILFs either. It's just M's.
Oof.
This is a both sides issue. Says side that shot President Trump, assassinated Charlie Kirk, tried to assassinate Kavanaugh, tried to shoot Trump again, shot Steve Scalise, firebombed Governor Shapiro, tried to shoot Trump a third time, continued. But of course, the new narrative on everything, is not, their side is crazy. It's that this was all orchestrated as a false flag. Trump just loves getting shot at, apparently. It's basically been the narrative a lot of people like that have been trying to push ever since the first Trump assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania. Which, by the way, normie lefties have apparently found that video that I made on that for the first time, and they're rabid in the comments. It's all fake. It's a false flag. Nothing ever happens. But the fact that their narrative is now that all these assassination attempts are fake has led to something very ironic. They found the social media account of the guy who tried this most recent assassination. And,
really?
Well, in the words of Wade Stotts, in our magical age, you get attempted assassins who think previous assassination attempts were staged. So you have guys that think that the first attempt was staged, but they still wanted to kill him, so they went and tried again, and now people think his attempt was staged. Clown world, I give up. I'm just here for the memes now, man. Memes and making fun of stupid people, which I'm gonna do real quick. As of the time of recording, they just posted his mirror selfie that he took the morning of the attempted assassination. A shoulder holster with a 1911, what looks like a K-bar, I don't know, is like a fixed blade knife. Actually, several fixed.
We've got two Mall Ninja throwing kunai. We've got two knives that look like they are made to be tactical knives, but are too plasticky to be real tactical knives. No. Good grief. That's where he put the throat in. Okay. 1911 is a fantastic handgun. In the modern day, you do not use it when going into combat unless it is pretty much your only option. He is attempting to assassinate the president with 7 rounds. There are kunai. They're like proper kunai. Those are Mall Ninja equipment. I prefer good old traditional throwing knives, personally. But if you're gonna get kunai, there are prepper kunai, and those are not the prepper kunai.
Blade knives. A bag of ammo, a bunch of pliers. Like, it looks like the guy brought 4 fucking knives to a gunfight. Like, did this moron think he was in the fucking Matrix? I mean, frankly, it kind of was, considering that Naruto run he did through Secret Service.
You can see opening fire as they goes.
That.
Actually, we're gonna slow-mo that. So you can see the flashes, because there's a lot of people saying they weren't doing anything, but you could see the flashes.
Naruto run.
See, this person was on the ball immediately.
He did through Secret Service. Was
yeah,
considering that.
That's such awareness. They saw it coming and responded instantly. Everyone but this guy, well, now even this guy is looking in the other direction. Good to have all sides covered, but really, there's only one person looking out towards the incoming. Okay.
Naruto run he did through Secret Service. Maybe.
I have also seen people talk about the crossfire issue. Oftentimes in security, where you are guarding a VIP zone, which, yeah, Trump's there, but there's a whole crowd of other people. Security is not going to care about crossfire. They're going to care about stopping the threat before it reaches its target.
It was a valid strategy he did through Secret Service. Maybe it was a valid strategy in Area 51. Maybe we had it all wrong. Maybe they could have gotten away with it. But just his smug little, like, fucking Redditor soyjack face. I don't know. This guy, like, reminds me, his whole kit, a shitty pump shotgun. Nothing wrong with the Maverick 88, by the way, but my first gun was a Mossberg 500, like, actually with that same stock, so I can't really cast too many dispersions.
Really?
Going up against the Secret Service, and you're like, oh, let me bring 4 knives. Like, the correlation to making that face in a mirror selfie and low testosterone should be studied. There's got to be a link there. Also, just in general, I think the last 3 Trump assassins have had just cripplingly low testosterone. They all have the same build, now that I think about it. Anyway, the guy looks like a fucking loser, and like is the
I don't want to think about that.
epitome of what I think of when I think of, like, you know, those socialist, you know, lefty gun owner groups. Like, you know, this motherfucker had an anime profile picture. I'm throwing a lot of strays out there today. Not any one of those individual things makes you a fucking loser, but I mean, there's like a point system. But luckily, we're able to make light of this situation a little bit faster because nobody was actually killed.
They searched him in a hurry.
But we did get some pretty funny memes out of it so far. Like this one, finding something that rich gun guys and poor gun guys can jointly celebrate. Bear Creek Arsenal having their entire workforce deported.
Oof.
I don't know if that's happened yet, but I mean, it happened once. But now as we segue away from current events into other gun memes, we'll do it in the traditional way with a quasi Marty Robbins. 20 men made a slip and get shot, and you think that of me? No, I am the one with the big iron on his hip. Need more Marty Robbins cowboy ballads and trail songs memes. I trust you guys. And they also have to be funny, so I trust you guys a little less, but I'm sure a couple of you can pull it off. Whoa, look at these CEOs trying out their heckin' products. I want to watch you holster
Yes!
P320, Ron Cohen.
Yes!
If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw another fucking P320 incident the other day. I give up. I don't want to sound like I'm beating a dead horse over here, and more importantly, I don't really want to get sued, and I think I've pushed my luck with that. But yeah, it's been like, what, a year since it ended today, and it certainly has not. I also had to include this. So because of the stipulation that was included in the big, beautiful bill, suppressors and SBRs and SBSs, the tax stamp for that has went from $200 down to $0. I wanted them removed off the NFA entirely, but hey, baby steps. I'll take a win when I get it. And this was certainly a win because the numbers have come back on just how many tax stamps were submitted after the $0 change. It's a fuckload. It's a lot. And of course, when you submit the paperwork for a tax stamp, you have to submit a reason. The reason you want to suppress.
Before he gets into the next part, I thought about it. But it's one of those things where I have made some criticisms and you're still on their list, which means they just show up at 5 a.m. and shoot you. So I understand why a ton of people rush to it, but I do think off the NFA entirely should still be the goal.
Of course, when you submit the paperwork for a tax stamp, you have to submit a reason. The reason you want a suppressor or a short-barreled rifle, whatever. I don't know if there's actually a reason that they could deny you that, and I don't know of anybody who has been denied. I mean, like, unless you said, like, homicide is your reason. I don't think they'd like that very much. Type of firearm to be made, short-barreled rifle. Specify why you intend to make firearm. Because I can, nice guy.
Jeez.
ATF has examined this application to make and register a firearm.
No!
Approved. I don't know
Oh
if it's
my
just for
gosh.
the meme, but
Yes,
God,
apparently.
I really hope that's true. Artemis 2 astronauts send stunning photo
Oh
of
my
Earth
gosh.
rising from the moon, and my lost buffer, spring, and retaining pin.
That is
Anybody
so
who's tried to
accurate.
build an AR has, they've been through that before. Elon spending all this money on rockets, he could have just bought a fucking...
There is no good reason why they use a spring that jumpy for the buffer retaining spring. All it needs to do is keep the peg up against something that is applying no pressure to it. It just sticks up into a little slot. The buffer retaining pins on ARs have no business being that strong.
PSA build kit. Keltec developed a 30 caliber round that whistles the Star-Spangled Banner when fired. Delicious. Finally, some good fucking food.
Please be real.
That can't be real, right?
Please be real. Keltec whistling around. First result is, can someone confirm this? Under normal circumstances, I would say there's not a chance, but it's Keltec. Please be real, please be real, please be real. There's not no South American battle left to be real, is there? Keltec has done some absolutely crazy things. I am not seeing Keltec themselves advertising it. I am going to assume that means it's not real for now. I can understand the basic principle that would be behind it. How you would get the whole song is another story. Bullets rotate in flight. And it's going to slow down as it goes. It would take a mathematical genius hopped up on, well, the kind of stuff that Keltec is known for to figure it out. But there is a theoretical way to mathematically figure it out. I am not someone that can figure it out, though. But I want to believe Caltech can figure it out.
Delicious. Finally, some good fucking food. That can't be real, right? How would that, like, how would it play individual notes in I can't believe I'm saying this, but somebody get the cocaine away from Caltech. Don't buy a 38 Super for 10 minutes challenge. Gone wrong. Ambulance called. Is this image accurate? Do Mexicans love 38 Super that much? I'm in this meme and I don't like it. As a guy named Herrera, of Mexican descent, who owns a 38 Super. And it's bad. It's worse than that. The 38 Super that I own is so...
Yeah.
I'm not beating the allegations. Solvent trap companies.
I was going to say something if I got what it was. Okay.
I'm not beating the allegations. Solvent trap companies. Maglite.
Where did they go?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to that whole market. That used to be everywhere.
The only solvent traps I ever see anymore on Temu, which, not going to happen.
Like, oh God, 10 years ago or so? Oof, didn't like that. Or like 10 years ago or so, any gun store you went, or not gun store, but like gun show, they'd have those companies that have these solvent traps, which calling a spade was just a suppressor, like suppressor internals, but with no hole punched in the end. So the legal idea was that you threaded it to the end of your gun, and it was like an oil filter, and then, you know, your solvents, your cleaning solutions you could pour through the bore would get caught in the solvent trap. What everybody did was drill a 1/4-inch hole in the end of it, and now you have a suppressor. Pretty sure a couple of them got raided, and I'm pretty sure a lot of them were honeypots. It's not illegal to make your own suppressor. You just have to do the paperwork for it to be legal. I don't think a lot of people were doing the paperwork. That being said, Maglites stay winning. Pretty sure this guy knows all about Maglites. I'm sure he was introduced to quite a few of them. A lot. While on the ground. But that wraps up this episode of Gun Meme Review. Just had a few things, a few little meme topics out there I think that would be good for the channel. Got some really cool content coming out soon, including a particular possible cameo from a certain Roof Korean. Some really historic and really rare firearms, and possibly
Oh yeah,
some
he was
good
on the
news some gun
Unsub
laws coming.
podcast.
Love it when that happens. Doesn't happen as often as I wish. Please check to make sure that you're still subscribed so you don't miss any of the... Shut up. Please make sure to check that you're still subscribed so you don't miss out on any of the cool stuff coming up, and I will see you guys in the next video. I just realized somebody's been staring at me watching me make this video the whole time. That's uncomfortable. Yeah, let them watch. See you guys.
Make myself dizzy. I do that even more violently every time. Oh.